That's from Rescue Residents in 29 Palms, where they are on the air supporting our veterans, those currently serving, and all military families. For more information, visit rescueresidents.org.
Welcome to News That Rocks now on NBC KCAA Radio, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, where your story could be told. What's up, everybody? Welcome back right here to News That Rocks on a part 2 of interview right here for Princess P and
DJ Swizzy Swift.
Swizzy Swift.
There you go. All right, so today the reason why we did a part 2, I feel personally, maybe I don't know how they feel, but I feel that we were missing some stuff.
Yes.
Some stuff like the promo of her. It's a single that she came out with, but it's also a full album.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, let's start. We already introduced her. Last time we already introduced her. But why not, for those who are tuning in that are new, why not introduce her again?
Yes.
Right? Why not introduce both of them again? And this time, let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, can you tell me, Princess P, last time I remember you told me it started like for fun, right?
Well,
No?
it was fun, but then at the same time, it was like a lot of stuff that I was encountering in life. So like going through a lot of situations, tribulations, and stuff like that. So it just really helped me to write and write and write. And I think one of my main inspirations, like I said too, was Eminem. I think that helped me even more to like, know what I was talking about and writing about and all that.
What about you say you started in LA, right? You were born in LA, correct me if I'm wrong.
I was born in East LA, raised in Los Angeles for so many years, and then after that I moved over to Baldwin Park. After Baldwin Park I moved to Pomona. That's when I kind of knew like moving home after home. But we stayed in certain spots for a while. But yeah, I've been, to different like cities. I went to Baldwin Park High School. Then from there, once I was done with the high school, I moved to Pomona. And then I was in Pomona for a while. And then until recently, we moved out to like, we've been out here in San Bernardino for like, what, 6 years now?
Coming up on 7.
Coming up on 7,
coming
yeah.
up on 7?
Yeah.
I moved here in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And San Bernardino was way different. It was way different. San Bernardino was like, it was still like a chaos, right? It was still chaos, but not like as it's getting worse now. And I don't mean by respectfully to all the hoods over there by hoods. It's not even the hoods. Is the economy, how is it going? There's so much homeless out there, so much
I think that's everywhere too.
Even
though.
LA.
Yeah,
Even
in
LA.
LA, it's going on everywhere, which is sad to see something like that, especially being an LA native, like growing up over there and like going back and forth and like you go and then like you look at everything, it just makes you like, it makes you sad. Who wouldn't, be sad to see all that? And I think as time goes, I think that's why a lot of these, it just hurts to see it. I think it's just everywhere, though.
Do you think that most of the times, do you think that's going to affect the music industry? I don't think so, huh?
No, because
It's not, huh?
because I think now it's a different platform than back then. I think now everyone has their voice, everyone has their opinion, everyone has their way of putting their own stuff out. And I think social media is one of the great keys and helping out with whatever you need when it comes to music and connections and stuff like that.
The history of hip hop, they say that it started from, because he's from New York, it started on the East Coast with drum machines. Mm-hmm. They were doing drum machines. They didn't have they weren't doing the keyboard. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
I don't believe it was a keyboard. It was more of like a DJ.
Like a DJ set, huh?
Yeah.
And then they just created different sounds, and they went from there.
And they went from there. It's crazy crazy in a good way, because a lot of people want to take it in the back.
Yeah.
Like that, like even our audience will be like, "What do you mean we're crazy?"
No, I mean, it's not discrediting, hip hop at all. Like hip hop has its own ways, and I think
Right.
it emerged to different type of hip hop because you have that East Coast sound, you have the West Coast sound, you have the South and then the Midwest. You have everybody north everywhere now. Hip hop is a different way of everyone looks at it in a different way, in a different view, but it has its own sound and own rhythm to it. I think people too have done that.
You're absolutely right, including the rapping. Now,
Yeah.
now when you sing, people call it rap, but rap back in the days, rap was really rap. It was rhyming, right?
It was-
Rhyme-
It was
Yeah.
back in the day.
And that's what I'm actually working on right now. I'm actually working on a real like metaphor, really raw hip hop sound that it's like a cipher type thing. So I'm looking to work on something like that. I did it for the other album. I did a cipher on the other album. So I'm trying to keep it going and possibly give something like that on there.
I think the reason why, and the reason why I bring this up because you are a hip hop artist. He's a DJ.
Yes.
That's the reason why I'm bringing this up in this conversation. Hip hop has changed and evolved in so many ways. Now,
Exactly.
Now you even got pop rap.
Yeah, you have pop
now.
rap. You have a lot of like
Rock.
corrido trap too. Like people
yeah.
are doing corridos and they're mixing it with hip hop or trap or corridos tumbados. Like they're making it into like hip hop, and it's good, because you see how the expansion and everything. We didn't have that years ago where everybody was just stuck in a bubble and everybody was just doing one thing. That's why to me too, I'm doing just beyond hip hop. I want to do more than just hip hop. I want to do more of a,
Like
change-
corridos, tumbados. So corridos, tumbados, it was inspired by hip hop.
Exactly.
You know how like corridos tells a story like rap in the hip hop. So they wanted to turn that like they were like I don't know who did. They say Nata did. I don't know. I don't want to get into.
I'm not about to
you
get
know what
into
I mean?
either, but
She
whoever
read my
did it, it's good. And
She-
like I said, everybody has their own genre. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Like I respect what everyone does in the Chicano community too, and like the Chicano rap. That's what they want to do, and I respect it 100%. I'm gonna respect everybody's way of doing music and their genre. I'm not, I'm not going to get into something I'm not, familiar with or anything like that. But I will always try. And if I fail at it, I fail at it. At least I tried.
I always tell people just be yourself.
Yeah,
Just be
I've always
yourself.
been myself.
No, I know that. Come on, I know that for sure. And it's like each producer has their own style. Each rapper has their own style. each singer-
Exactly.
but they always the media. I'm saying I'm media too. Don't feel bad. We see the the logo over there, but the media always tries to make it seem like comparing people.
Oh yeah, that's what they
Comparing
always do.
people. They
Yep.
always try to compare people. Oh, this is the next level.
That to me, actually, you bringing that up, I've gotten a lot of messages, and sometimes I don't get upset, but they tell me, why are you trying to sound like Cardi? Why are you trying to sound like Cardi?
Nah,
Like
I think-
me? Or you sound like Cardi B, or your voice is like Cardi B. I'm not saying that that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's been people on my DMs, and I just tell them to, please respectfully, like,
But you know how
off my message.
but you know how you should see it. Oh man, that means I'm doing something good.
Well,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
but
Like,
she
but
has her
I'm-
own, but
her own style, you know
yeah,
what I
I mean, it is, but at the same time, it's like I respect, respectfully, she's her own way, and like she has her own style, and like she came up, and like she's doing her thing. That's cool, but.
Right.
The fact that they say that I'm trying is like, or I'm trying to sound like her is a different way of saying, oh, you sound like her or this. But when they say that I'm trying to sound like her, I'm like, I'm not trying to sound like anybody. I'm myself. So when they say that I sound like her is one thing, but when they say I try to sound like her, I'm like, no. I've been rapping, I've been doing this, and I've been having my sound and my style for a long time now. So We each are we're different, we're unique, but we're different in our own ways.
Just because you don't see them on TV, it don't mean they haven't done it for years.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
exactly. I think
That's
that's
how
what
it
it is. So
You know,
I
they might have been firster than Cardi B, and you never know.
yeah.
Or firster than anybody, maybe,
Yeah.
but you never saw them on TV. You never saw them on
Exactly.
TV, or they
Yep.
were never getting the recognition out there.
Yeah.
You never know. We're not saying no disrespect. They made it. They
Yeah,
made it.
they made it.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good and everything, but that is so true. What we just brought this up right here, but that's how it's always been for years. They always try to compare. Oh, we got the next Chalino Sanchez. We got the next.
Please,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
nobody
Like-
ever
like-
compared to
like-
Chalino Sanchez. There's
like-
only one Chalino Sanchez,
Oh,
and there'll always be one. There'll always be one Selena. Like, there'll always be one Jenny Rivera. There'll always be that one. Maybe, like, everybody has their own sound. That's what I'm saying. You can't, like, if people compare you is one thing, but if you call yourself the next or you're this, then that's different. I'm not about to get into a debate with anybody or anything
Exactly.
like that. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
The reason why I brought this up because I saw the comments. I seen the comments how sometimes people put sometimes they put like comments like, oh, you're trying to sound like this, you're trying to
Yeah.
like this and that. I'm like, you know what? I go like this. I was inspired by them. I go like that. Maybe that's why I kind of sound like them. But no, on me. Like, it's like they try to say that I'm trying to be the next Pepe. Nah, I'm not trying to be the next Pepe. Trust me, I'm not trying to get myself into some issues.
Issues, so
That's-
no,
you
we're
a
good
lot of-
right there.
A lot of dabs, a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of. So let's get back to your. You have a new song that is gonna be part of the album that you're creating, which is Cali's Finest, right?
Cali's most finest.
Cali's Most Finest. And tell me a little bit about this. A little bit about what's in that, what's inside there. What
Who
can,
inspired it?
who inspired it? What do people
Ooh.
expect?
Well, I'm bringing this up. You're asking me about the album. If you heard "Get Rich or Die Trying," of course, everybody's heard that album with 50 Cent.
Who hasn't?
Yes, who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
Who
That
hasn't
is true.
heard the Marshall Mathers LP? Who hasn't heard the Slim Shady LP? Who hasn't heard all those albums? And I'm bringing them two up because they've inspired me behind it. Because if you hear the Get Rich or Die Trying album, you will hear songs back to back. I never skipped a song with those albums, the ones that I mentioned. There's other CDs or albums you buy, or when you used to buy CDs back then, you would skip the songs. And I just want to make something great like that to where people are like back-to-back songs are good, and you don't have to
Or
skip
even play
a
it on
song.
repeat, too.
Or play it on
Right.
repeat because that's what I'm working on. And this album is going to be something different. It's not just going to have hip hop. It's going to have a mix of everything. And I'm always liking to give like previews of what we're working on and what we're doing and going a little bit more behind the scenes on how we're creating and stuff. But the reasoning for the name of the title too, Cali's Most Finest, is because I'm from Cali and
Right.
I'm just giving them the most and bringing everything to the fullest on this album.
And that's a good way of inspiring other people too, because if you think you're the best, you got to convince yourself first that you're the best
Yeah.
in order for you to make it out there. Because if you don't convince yourself that you're the best, if you don't love yourself, then you cannot convince other people to mess
your stuff.
with your stuff, to
Yeah.
mess with
Yeah.
your music and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. I think.
And
I don't
and
know.
I've always said it time and time again. Maybe people are not going to be fans, or like a fan, or like they're not going to like your music, but they're going to like your charisma, your humbleness, or I have a cosmetics brand, so they might like something about my cosmetics and stuff like that, or they might like my person, how I am, but they might not like my music. But I get it. I understand. My music's not for everyone. Like time and time again, other artists have said it. My music's not for everyone, but give me the chance and opportunity and look at how the person that I am and how humble I am and where I come from and everything and things like that. People should look at beyond that, not just, this and this and this. And I respect, the fact that we're able to do part two and speak a little bit more about it.
We got, for example, the Super Bowl. I got to bring this
Exactly.
up. Not everybody liked what Green Day said. Not everybody liked what how Bad Bunny sang, but he brought a good message. They brought a good message for other people's opinion. We're not talking about politics here. We're just talking about the message that it brought. That our people are not mean. We're not mean. We're good people.
Exactly.
We're hard workers. We're here to
work
to
and
work
do what
and
we
do
need
stuff.
to
and,
do.
And I like the message that Bad Bunny brought there.
And a lot of people, a lot of other Latinos will disagree, and the reason why other Latinos will disagree because they're saying his culture is Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican, so people want to obviously go and attack because he's Puerto Rican, and they're like, what does he know about when Mexico is struggling or everything? And I said, people don't understand the concept of what he did, and
It's about the support. He's supporting.
it's about the support. Yeah, he's supporting
We
the
even got
movement
Americans
and what's going on.
supporting us too. Like we even got Americans doing the same thing. Green Day, look at what they say. Because there's a lot of bands out there that had made it internationally. A lot of rock
And
bands.
also too, like you're talking about it, also too, like one of my all-time favorite, like I always said it, Eminem too. He went on his stage and he said, what he said and what he felt about,
Yeah. About go
go check
it.
out your stuff. I don't want to get involved with that because I feel like it's a touchy subject.
We're on a radio station, and
Yeah,
sometimes. we gotta
but we're
watch.
speaking about that. I get where you're coming from about the Bad Bunny. I think he did, what he had to do, and he did it for the culture. He did it for everyone, and he mixed different things in there. It wasn't just, if people want to get technical, it wasn't just Puerto Rico. He did for Mexico, Centro America. He did it for all like everyone around, not just one particular, and that's where people get mixed up about what's going on.
Right.
Now, not to cut you guys off, but people are missing the actual message of that halftime show. It's a halftime show. It's entertainment.
Exactly.
And I thought he did a good job.
Exactly.
Like I knew nothing of what he was saying, but I've heard those songs, and those songs are awesome.
But a lot of it you can relate and understand to it, especially growing up in a Hispanic household. So a lot of people cried of joy and like happy to see something like that because years ago you could relate to it.
Right.
You could relate to it.
And back to the album. So, what message does that song? I already heard the song. If you guys haven't heard it, it's already on Spotify.
It's on all platforms.
On all digital platforms. And what is that message of that song?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say it in the most up, like,
Your best.
Hold on. I'll take this.
Yeah.
I'll say
as the producer engineer, listen to each and every song and trying to put the album together. The whole album, it's structured the same way as a previous album,
yeah.
but the message behind it is more. It's enhanced. It's more of a
Who I am, and
Yeah,
I'm coming
like,
here. I'm not
I'm
playing.
here. What are you gonna
I'm
do to
here.
stop
What are you
me
gonna
type
do to
thing.
stop me? In those words, I was trying to find the words because I don't want to, cuss.
We could say,
but it's a fun way of doing it.
we gotta give a shout out to our engineer Frank right here. He's he has the button right there, so he knows. No, we don't have to use it right now. We don't have to use it right now. But
No,
yeah,
I'm just
don't
saying
worry
I'm
about
not
it.
going to.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
going to
worry about
respect
it.
what it is. But I was saying it's basically like I'm here. I'm not here to play around. And I'm here to stay my ground. And I'm Cali's most
standing
finest.
on business type.
Standing on business.
That's like the energy of the.
And then
the
I try
album.
to add incorporate some Spanish in there. If you heard it, you can hear like
Spanglish.
Spanglish. Yeah, I bring it in there.
Spanglish, yep.
I always try to do that because I don't want people. I don't want to like people to. I want people to know that where I come from and my background and everything. As well.
And can you guys talk about the full album? What's gonna
Well, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
that's like a little.
The album's gonna have
Yeah.
a mix of everything.
It hasn't
like,
been released yet, right?
No, it hasn't
No,
been
it
released.
hasn't been released, and the reason why we haven't released it because we're adding as time goes. Like we're eliminating, adding, putting.
We have a creative. She had an idea to make it more creative,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why we stopped what we were doing because we were trying to get it done first quarter this year, but we stopped that because she had a couple of ideas. I was like, you know what,
my
that's
ideas
dope. You know,
are.
let's do that.
Yeah, my ideas. Let's just keep it at my ideas are coming with a different type of a vibe with this album.
And it was cool because the ideas actually matched with the like stand on business energy of the album. So I was like, you know what, yeah, that's cool.
And then that pop record I'm working on too. So I'm
that
gonna.
did not have a stand on business.
No, we're not meaning.
No.
But you know what? It might attract the new generation too.
Yeah.
Because nowadays,
That was the whole creative direction right there. Like, you know what,
Yeah.
you throw them off a little bit.
I'm on my Sabrina. Like I said last time, I'm on my Sabrina Carpenter, Britney Spears / Christina Aguilera type thing in that album. In that song in particular. So it's more like a pop, like step in and like, you know,
High energy.
Yeah, high energy, Hollywood. You see, you know, like all that stuff. So it's gonna be something more different than I wanted to come up with.
I actually like the song. I like the beat as well. The beat was like matching your butt.
Yeah.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying it. I'm like that. That's what I'm saying it. Because for those of you who are not watching, she pointed at her producer right now, and I was like, yeah. So I like the beat. I like
Yes.
of course, the vocals. When you first record, I don't know if that's a secret. That's up to you guys if you guys want to tell me. But
I'm live, so of course I'm gonna share everything. I don't care.
Right. When you guys record, do you guys record the vocals first, or
No,
you guys do?
no.
No.
She writes lyrics first, and I get mad at her because it's like, why would you do something? Then the beat is made, and then you have to go back and change it. It's
But
like
now,
you're working twice as
now
hard.
I've came
That happens to
to
me too.
I
happens
came
to
to
me
the
as
sense
well.
I came to the sense where I've tried to make it work, and if it doesn't work, then we'll move on. But I've made it work most of the time, so he
Yeah.
has to say that too.
Yeah.
Some miracle. It's like, you know,
Honestly,
some
when we did
miracle,
grind
you
time,
put- you
when we did
put-
grind time was like I barely had the drums down, just barely had the drums down, and she already came up with a verse. Like,
Yeah, I
what are you
was like,
talking
we
about?
always on that
I
crunch
only have
time.
the drums down,
But that's.
and then it worked. It came out good. It came out perfect.
I was about to say that's actually good. Too,
Or you
because-
know, I'm up there like while he's making the beat, I'm up there and then like I'm writing as he's going with it, and in my head I'm like picturing it and doing that. So I've been doing a lot of that now. Like when he's making the beat and he's doing it, or like for example, right now that I want to do that cypher beat, it's a cypher beat, so we're gonna come in with that rawness. So of course I'm bringing that like hip hop and all that and things like that.
Sorry about the headphones being on the way.
No,
I
no worries.
I barely realized that. You know, when we realized that, I was like, oh, let me move that out of the way. I put them there, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah. But anyways, I like your music. I
Thank
like
you.
the way it's produced as well. Have you ever thought about getting her into producing too?
Oh yeah, she does.
Into,
She messes
like-
around with the keyboard
I was
sometimes.
about to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, I'm getting a lot more involved with my stuff. Like, I have I know how to record, but I'm just like, I'm over it by one.
I think, like I said it last time, I totally agree with you on that. Sometimes a team is better. Like,
You
like
stay in
me,
your lane.
like
Yeah.
me, I know how to engineer everything, but I need an engineer for me to focus on my show instead of focusing on the buttons. Instead of me focusing on this, I'm distracted, and then I forget what I say, and then
Exactly.
all
Yep.
of a sudden,
Yep.
that happened to me last time when I tried to engineer, Frank. That happened to me last time when I tried to engineer and I tried to do my show at the same time. I was like, oh no, I know, I gotta focus on my show. I was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I totally understand where you came
Exactly.
from. Not everybody can multitask. Like they say that, you know how people.
And then to top it off, I'm a mom, and then I have my cosmetics brand, so I'm with my cosmetics brand too. And then on the business side, so it's like, you know, I'm not saying I can't do it all. I could, but at the same time, it's like I have everything going all at once. So it's like I just kind of, whenever we're creating, I like to be in the studio and just write.
Right. I'm like right.
Mm-hmm.
So the lyrical, what you write about. The one that writes the songs is you, right?
Yeah, of course.
And she's like, of course. And then, have you ever tried writing a song for her?
No.
No.
He's never wrote a song.
He's
No, I've
We
written
have two different styles, like
way different. It's not
way
even close.
different,
What if-
and we get into arguments.
What if I will bring you a song and I say you could change it your way?
I mean, I'll change it my way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like isn't that's
But
kinda
the thing
like-
about me, I'm very, no disrespect. If someone brings me a song
say how it
and
is.
they write it and it's written already, I'm gonna do my own thing because I don't.
It wouldn't be
I
authentic.
don't like ghostwriters or anybody writing
That's where I
for
was
me,
going with
it
or
wouldn't be authentic.
anybody doing anything in that sort for me. Like he's gave me pointers or like he's helped me out. I'm not gonna say and discredit.
I proofread them. I'll
yeah.
proofread them. I'll give her ideas. She'll say yay or nay.
Yeah. But
That
other than
works.
that, I write my own thing. Like even with this hip hop, he was like it's a little bit more different with the cipher that we're working on too, because it's more using like metaphors and stuff, and I've never really used
Punchlines.
that punchlines and doing all that. I've never really used that in my hip hop. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I did ask him for some, but then after that, I like started putting it my own way and still me because it's me. And I'm not gonna say don't ask for help. It's always good to ask for help. It's always good to get other people's ideas. But don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say if someone gives me a song, I'm gonna write my own thing to it.
I'm gonna say how it is. Sometimes somebody brings you a song. That's why I was bringing this up. And then, oh, let me see that song, and they like it, and they only change like 3 words or 4 words. Oh, it's my song now.
Yeah.
we have that.
Nobody
before.
realized that the authenticity of
Right?
it is it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
not-
couldn't. I mean, it's just me. Everyone's different too. I'm not gonna, discredit or judge anyone. Me, I honestly can't. I wouldn't be able to do that. That's why I think we're taking a little bit longer in the album too, because it's not just about bringing out an album and that's it. That's where I did wrong with the first one, and then the second one was much more better, obviously, than the first one because we took our time with it. We did what we did, but this one's even gonna be better because we're working now, taking our time with it. I learn more about the business. I learn more as time goes. You grow and you learn. You learn.
And what I also like about you guys is that you guys are independent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather listen more to underground and independent stuff
Mm-hmm.
than major stuff because everything sounds the same now.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything-
the authenticity.
everything
Everyone
sounds-
copies everyone. That's why it. Like I said, it wouldn't be authentic if she was. Oh, here, can you do this in a song? It's like I can do it in a song, but it won't be me then.
I don't like him. Like that's one thing, and he'll tell you the truth. We have
You sound
way of a different
You
style.
sound original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound
He
original.
one time, I'm not gonna lie, one time he gave me some things. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm
Right,
like, no,
right.
I'm not doing this.
I was trying to implement punchlines in her lyrics.
I
so
was like, no.
they wouldn't be just spice it up a little bit.
I remember we said that on the other interview. Yeah. You
Yeah.
were trying to put some punchlines, and then she was like, "No, that's not my style." Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not my style.
But then
now
now,
here she is doing
but
punchlines. in this album.
it's not only that. It's because my mind started like thinking about like it's because you have this thing as you like I said, you grow, your mentality comes different too, and growing up listening to all these artists, and it's not just the ones that I mentioned, like growing up listening to Wu-Tang, listening to Nas, listening to like Biggie, Pac, NWA, listening to all that, your mind just goes differently and you just start writing. And then I know some of the ones that I mentioned might not be punchline. But I know Wu-Tang used a lot of punchlines. They used a lot of
Well,
metaphors.
punchlines, that came from New York. That's
That
a
came from New
thing.
York, so that's a New York.
That is a New
sound.
York thing,
And
hands
I
down.
just,
It's
one
true.
time I started writing, and I said, "Hey, why not do this? And why not do that?" And he's like, "Let's try it out." And he was kind of shocked because I just came up with it, and I showed him what I wrote, and he was just like, "What?"
But the one thing you're missing is you finally understood what the punchlines were.
Yeah,
You
I finally understood
I
the
don't even know
the
what
concept.
full
punch-
complexity of it, and that's what you're like. You know what? I can do this.
I can do this.
I can
and
do this, and then once you implement it in these songs,
Yeah,
you're
that's
like, you know
why I
what?
said
It
growth.
sounds
Growth is what I
When-
guess you needed.
When I first got here, I didn't know what a punchline was. And I had to learn that when you're an engineer, you have to learn what the punchline is, what are certain things that we're not allowed to speak on because we have our own little secrets, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's not a secret, but it's more like professional. Like we don't want other brands, other stations getting your stuff, and then
Yeah.
they're not original, and then they're gonna take credit for it. They should give you at
Yeah.
least credit for it. When you know what I mean? When
Yep.
I think each engineer, each rapper, each producer has their own way of doing things.
Exactly.
That's what I think. And if people, either you like it or you don't like it.
Yeah.
Either you
It's,
like it
it's
or
the
you don't like
authenticity,
it.
the
Respectfully.
creativity, the authenticity.
Respectfully.
And you
what it is.
also want to have fun with it and be good with it. Because at first, when I first came into the industry, I didn't understand nothing with it. And I felt like I wanted to just I wanted to have music out, do this, do that. I just said, you know what? Time goes, as time goes, things, you release and you take your time with it. And the good thing is I built my platform. So I have my fan base. I have people that
do.
know me.
You do.
So with my fan base and with my platform, people know to expect from me, or they'll see like, dang, she's doing this, she's doing that. She's always, coming up with different things or doing different things. And that's what it's all about.
We got 13.2K followers on Instagram.
Ooh.
And I haven't even got her. You do. You do, yeah.
I was like, say, woo.
Yeah, you do. And we also I can't see the Spotify. How do you call it? When the ratings, right?
I don't know about the ratings.
It's what the hell are they called?
I don't know about the ratings or not, but I don't care. I just
I
put
like that.
music
It's
out
like-
there.
I like
it's
that.
like,
I
it's
like
just
that.
A lot of people are focused on that. I'm focused about like, if you hear my music on YouTube or on on SoundCloud, I haven't really put out some of the newer songs. I do have some, but I just don't really care about the numbers. Like people will say, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't care what they have to say. My thing is I'm bringing out music, and if you could connect to it or relate to it, then that's fine. If you can't, then don't come at me because I will,
See, a lot of her music is, besides Spotify and all that, I think the majority of her music being played is on like Instagram and Facebook and all that. So social media,
Instagram
she
and
gets her music played on
Facebook,
social
and
media.
not only
more.
that, it's also YouTube too. A lot of
Yeah,
people
YouTube.
tell me. I got a message from someone last time from YouTube. I didn't even know who he was. He's from Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah, and he said, "Hey, we were listening to you." I said, "Oh, okay, cool." And then he said, "Would you like to collab?" I said, "I'm always up to collab with other people," and that's when I was open. But he said, "I heard you through such and such, and then I saw your hashtags." So hashtags matter too. When you put a hashtag on something, either if it's on YouTube or anywhere, if you put a hashtag, the hashtag matters because that's how they saw me. They said they saw me. They heard me through someone, but they couldn't find me. The way that they found me was through a hashtag.
And it's funny because YouTube actually like tries to discourage you from using hashtags. Like when you post up songs, you post up music videos, they try to tell you, oh, the hashtag, just put whatever, for the video, but don't put too many because your video still won't be seen according to these. But it is.
Yeah, because he hit me
It
up.
is because if you put any of, I put about 20 hashtags or so on a music video, and you can just, anything you type in the search bar, I'll just put music video, and because I liked the music video that she had, as soon as you just type in the search bar music video, like one of the first things that pop up is the music videos.
That's true. Or the search engineers.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
saying it right? Engine.
Yeah, it's a search engine.
engine.
SEO. It's search engine. I
They-
forgot the O.
It's crazy. Like as soon as you put the letter P or you just put Princess P or anything.
Or
she
I
pops
am
out.
Queen P underscore.
Or Queen
like
P.
yeah, it's just I think what it is that a lot of it too is like I network a lot too. So it's not like I just stay home and then that's it. No, I network. I do events. I do pop-ups because I have my cosmetics brand. So if I'm not singing, I'm doing a cosmetics brand, or I'm doing something with my cosmetics, or if not, I'm out there supporting other people or networking with other people, and I try and make it to these events or anything like that. So I think it's also about networking and being around others that people know who I am too.
Exactly. I was about to get there. Sorry, my headphones. My headphones. There's like but it's okay. I can still continue. Anyways, can't hear.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. The network is very important because it targets depending on what you do.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, I'm gonna hear it like this. A lot of people say, "Oh, we're gonna put an example. MC Magic, he only does music." No, he has his business. He has his
business,
he's
and that's
selling
what.
his the makeup from his daughter. They partner with people. They do more than just rapping and singing because they know that this is just like a
it's temporary.
temporary. It's not gonna last because one day you're number one and the next day you're
You're
back
all the way up
again
the charts.
doing what you always do.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are starting, right, I would advise them, with all that money you make, don't waste it on alcohol. Don't waste it on partying. Don't waste it. I mean,
Nope.
everybody does it however they want, but don't do that. Invest it on businesses. Buy a dealership, a car dealership. Buy a
Real estate.
real estate. Buy properties and rent them, dude.
Speaking about business, we're actually opening our party business too.
See?
So speaking about a business, we're opening our party business. So we're getting everything ready and situated with that as well. So that way, we can start providing to people too. And it's not just, it's beyond music when it comes to business,
Right.
the business side too. And you look at it too, because it's still gonna help music out in the sense with him being a DJ. That's what we're doing a party business too.
So
like,
it kind of ties into the music, I DJ
Yeah,
and
put
then
it
we
together.
jumpers and all the other stuff. People need, if they're throwing a party, they might need a DJ.
or tables, jumpers. We're doing all that too. So we're starting our business on that end too. So I'm mentioning it because we are more than just, music. We're doing, my business side too with my cosmetics and stuff.
Entrepreneur. Businesses.
Entrepreneur, yeah.
Entrepreneur. Thank you for correcting me. The
No,
word.
no. It's okay. No, I meant entrepreneur
No, I
because
need to say it right, though.
No. It's not like that. I meant like entrepreneur because that word is. I've always been like. I always get mad and I always just say it in Spanish. I used to always say it in Spanish
How
because
do you
I
say it in
couldn't.
Spanish?
I forgot.
You forgot. It's okay.
I forgot because I haven't said it in a long time. But I used
She's
to. Always,
whitewashed now.
oh my god.
Whoa. Beep. No.
I'm just messing around.
I guess we all are nowadays. No. We're just. I just go like this. We're gonna go on a little short commercial right now, cause we gotta do our thing. We're gonna go in a little 3-minute short commercial right now, and our engineer right now is about to put like a little commercial, an intro, whatever you want to put. Go ahead, whatever you want to put, and we'll be back right now, and he'll let us know right now when we'll be back in a bit. There you go.
KCAA. NBC News Radio, I'm Lisa Carton. Investigators continue to search for Nancy Guthrie, the missing mother of Today Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. Arizona authorities say no arrests were made Saturday and no one was in custody following a search near Nancy Guthrie's house in the Tucson foothills. Roads in the area were blocked off Friday night as a SWAT team and the FBI executed a search warrant related to her disappearance. The 84-year-old Guthrie has been missing since February 1st, and the Pima County Sheriff's Department said it's tracking all leads in the case. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is not backing down on Democrats' desire to reform immigrations and customs enforcement. Schumer reaffirmed the demands, such as agents not being allowed to wear masks, during an interview with CNN's State of the Union today.
We need to stop the violence. And the question that Americans are asking is, why aren't Republicans going along with these common sense proposals? They're not crazy. They're not way out. They're what every police department in America does.
Schumer also called ICE a rogue force that needs to be reined in. His comments come as funding for the Department of Homeland Security was allowed to expire early Saturday amid a battle over immigration reforms. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is thanking President Trump for his support ahead of upcoming peace talks with Russia. Jim Forbes has more.
In a post on X Saturday, Zelensky revealed he had recently met with envoys of President Trump. Zelensky confirmed the trilateral talks are scheduled in Geneva, Switzerland this week. He went on, promising the Ukrainian negotiating team will soon present the country's position.
And the eyes of the basketball world will be fixed on Los Angeles tonight for the NBA All-Star Game. This year's game will feature a three-team round-robin tournament that features a Team USA versus the World format. It comes.
We're getting ready to come back right now. That is the Empire Talks back. Yeah, shout outs to him. He's doing good. He's here Sundays at 10 in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, so we're back now, guys. I had to take a little break. I don't need to explain myself anyways. Explain myself. Yeah, let's stay on business. So we already talked about a little bit about your business.
Yes.
We're talking about your album.
Yes.
What's coming up next, the message.
Yes.
Let's talk about, let's continue to talk about Cali's Most Finest.
Let's go.
The song or the album?
The album.
Okay.
Because the song we already know is out there. It's on all platforms already.
Yes, and the music video too.
And the music video, I just saw it right now. It's on YouTube. It's on her YouTube, which they can follow you.
On Instagram at IamQueenP_. And once you go on there, you get all my platforms once you click the link in my bio.
And Cali's Most Finest is also on YouTube on her Princess P.
Yeah.
Right, Princess P. And another thing that I also wanted to mention is the album. You say we got a little bit of, correct me if I'm wrong, we got a little bit of hip hop. What else do we have?
G-Funk and pop.
You got some G-Funk in there?
Yes.
Oh, I need to listen to that right there.
We just finished it, so.
I haven't heard.
Well, I'm actually one of my, he actually lives out here in San Bernardino.
In the IE?
In the IE, he's been doing his thing, and I seen him through a mutual. I know him through a mutual friend, and I told him that he would be perfect for that. So I don't want to give too many details, but yeah, he said he would be willing to hop on it. So he's also from he's been doing his thing for a while now. So like I said, I met him through networking, through a mutual friend, and we're looking to move forward with him getting on the track as well.
You want to give him a shout out? You could.
Yeah. I mean,
if it's private, I understand.
Yeah, I just want to keep it like that right now because
our audience understands.
Yeah,
that too.
I just want to keep it like that too because anything can always happen. You know, if I change my mind or not me or precise, you know, things going by. But as of now, we're in talks.
I know what you mean. I have changed my mind so many times, and I have announced and promote stuff before. See, that's when you learn. And then later on, you change it, and people get mad.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
So that's why I know. But I'm saying we're in the talks with it. So we hope that, well, right now we're in the talks. He can hop on it. But as of so far, I did, you know, something a little bit more different with the G-Funk. As far as like also too with that, that's another thing that I actually had it already written. And he actually created something to where it actually fit. So Yeah, I already
I
had
tailored the beat to the lyrics.
Yeah, because
Not something I was very familiar with or liked, but it worked.
like I said,
it works, right?
we
Yeah,
all there's always a way with me. We always make it work. Some way or another we make it work. If I have to change my lyrics or change stuff around, but it's always been to the point where so far we've kept the same lyrics, or we've moved around certain things or certain situations or certain ways of it, but it's been good overall.
Any love jams on that CD, or it's
Yes,
just
that's another one too, an R&B song that I'm working on. So I'm getting a little bit outside of my, but it's getting there, and that's one of the ones that I'm actually working on too.
I like that. I like that. Did you guys ever used was it live instruments or was it like plugs? Well, plugins are if you're a musician, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You talk about the synthesizers and all. I mean, a lot of it is keyboard.
MIDI
So,
keyboards, right?
Yeah, getting the drums together is the drum machine. The melodies, the hooks, that's all keyboards and stuff. I know on her previous albums, I've done live like trumpet.
For the reggaeton.
For the reggaeton.
That's where I was going with this. You know how like Dr. Dre used to bring a bass player or a guitar player.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about? Both of you could probably answer. Have you ever guys thought about?
I mean,
I've thought about it, but
yeah.
I'd rather just stick with how I do it.
That's a good way.
I am learning how to play a guitar. I've never played it before. I've played the violin, played the saxophone, trumpet, drums. So, I've played those instruments to where I can play them live, but I've never played a guitar before. So
We haven't seen that in maybe I'm assuming 30 years or 20 years, 25 years around there. Somebody actually, I might be wrong, right? I'm like that, but I haven't seen somebody ever put a guitar or a bass. Like, it's been a while since I seen that. Remember how like Dr. Dre used to do? He used to bring a bass player, he used to bring a guitar player.
yeah. I think Anderson .Paak does that a lot too.
See, that's why I was saying, like, correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
believe Anderson .Paak does that
Anderson
too.
.Paak. See, that's actually something like,
Yeah.
if I see it live, I will want to see it live. I'll be like, wow, this is something.
Dr. Dre actually had that in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
It was 22 when they were out here in LA. When he had all those, like, he had Anderson .Paak on the what's the name? He had a couple of bass players, a couple like keyboardists and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe what I meant, like recording, like
recording.
yeah, that's what I
Okay.
meant. Yeah, I was explaining myself correctly. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I haven't seen that in a while, but nowadays.
Oh, I remember watching the video clips of like just being in a room, enclosed, and you have the drummer in there, and then you have the microphones everywhere and this and that. Yeah, I remember watching those. I was like, I want to do something like that, but
and
eventually.
Yes.
And that's the thing about us. I guess I can relate to this because I'm also into this hip hop thing. When we don't know how to play instruments sometimes, and I don't know if you guys ever seen the one with the Dream where he's playing with the thing, the keyboard until he gets it right. Sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
sometimes that happens.
You could only try.
I've played with this G-Funk one. I'm sitting there listening to the drums, and I'm trying to get, because G-Funk has that little whistle synthesizer in the verse.
Yeah. That,
So I'm sitting there like, man, I'm trying to do this. I'm like, and I'm just playing on the keyboard, just randomly playing whatever. I was like, hold on, wait a second. I go back, I do the same thing. I was like, okay, keep playing it, because muscle memory. Because eventually I'm going to stop and I'm going to have to record and this and that. So I'm playing it, and she goes, yeah, that sounds good. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try and find I'm gonna do the pattern, but I'm gonna try and find a sound. So I did it, I recorded it, and then I found the sound. It's flawless, like just something so natural, just messing around, like, and it came out.
and that's what I like about this. I'm telling you, because I got an MPC 37. And it has a whole production thing. It has a little drum kit. It has a little.
Okay.
So you can use it by itself now.
Yeah.
And I don't like using the computer. I don't know why I don't like using the computers. I only like using it like to record.
Yeah.
But I don't like using the computers too much because my eyes.
I know.
That's all like.
Yeah, I know.
Like you have a big screen right here, and then you be like, "Oh my god, my eyes."
Yeah, I gotta like look away. Like
Okay, maybe I'm old.
when I'm on the computer and I'm just playing on the keyboard, I'll close my eyes. I'll just feel it, and a lot of the melodies that I've came up with has just been that. Just when you the rule with engineering and production is you're not supposed to go by sight. It's all by sound. So it's easier when you close your eyes and you're just playing. And then like I said in the last segment, when I was in school and I would play, I played the trumpet in my school band, and they gave us sheet music that they specifically wanted us to play, but I got bored of it. I'm not even gonna lie, I got bored of it. So I went to the actual thing and I played the scales, and then the guy gave me the sheet, and I said, honestly, I'm not playing this, but I'm gonna play something better. And he went along with it. He gave me a perfect score.
What about you on your, because rapping still consider vocals, because you also gotta you get tired when you it's like, maybe you could explain a little better.
Like, what do you mean?
I like when you recording. Like, don't you get tired sometimes to be like, oh man, I can't get it, and then until you finally got it right, you feel better. Like, you'd be like, okay, I got it right, or you know what
I mean, I don't get frustrated. I just keep trying and keep going. Because if you get frustrated and all that, then
it won't sound natural.
It's not gonna sound natural. So I just keep going, and that's it. Like, I try not to get mad or be too hard on myself, because I have learned that when you're hard on yourself, it's not gonna come out the way you want it.
You can't force it.
Yeah.
I try to save her from herself sometimes. Like, hey, you know what? Just take a break. We'll come back up later, and we'll do it again later. And then, I'll have her take some tea or like a bottle of water or something, just so like her voice won't crack or everything.
Then this means that you guys truly are passionate about music. I like that, and I respect that. That tells you everything, guys. We still, it's not just about the money. It's about you loving what you like. If you think you're gonna be a millionaire out of this, then this is not for you.
I tell her this. All the time.
You know what I mean?
This is not a job. If you think that this is a job,
It's
you
fun.
should just stop right now. This is supposed to be for fun. It's a hobby.
Fun.
That's all
It's
it is.
a hobby. And so we got 4 minutes right now, and in 4 minutes, the way that I say it, huh? We got 4 minutes.
4 minutes to count down.
Nah, it'll be good. So, any plugs that you guys want to throw out there? Any shout outs? You guys are welcome to do it.
Right now, like, I always give a shout out to everyone, especially everyone that's on my Instagram, everyone that's supporting my journey with music and anything that we're doing. I'm really thankful and grateful, because if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be at. I think when I first started, now I just feel happy where I'm at. And I'm just going to give a shout out to everyone that's on my page, supporting and being there for us. Whether they're there or not, you're still watching me. So much love to you.
And they can follow you
on Instagram at IamQueenP_, and that's where you can follow me. And if you message me, like I said, I'm always willing to work with others. I'm very humble. Any questions you have, you can ask me. If I can't answer them, I'll tell you. If not, I'll do the best of my knowledge.
You guys can also, if for any bookings, anything, they can hit up her manager, which is
at the_real_Swizzy_Swift.
Or can they go directly to her as well?
Yeah, you can go directly to
She runs everything through me anyway.
So everybody knows, like, that regardless, on my bio, you could see where it says for anything with my management. It's on there.
Cool. All right, guys. So this is News That Rocks. And we are going to be having, those 3 minutes gives me time to promote the next show. We're going to have Reina. It was Reina Mommy. She's a model. We're gonna have her next Sunday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. For those of you who are watching over there on the East Coast,
yes.
It's 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So over there will be like what, 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock over there on the East Coast. And this was News That Rocks, and we are see you guys next Sunday.